The latest update to the first Descendant dropped last week, and one thing stole the spotlight: jiggle physics. That's right, players noticed it instantly. Female characters now have added bounce in certain parts of their body. It's not subtle. The animation looks smoother and more alive, at least according to fans. Social media lit up. Reddit posts showed side-by-side comparisons. Twitter threads joked about it. TikTok videos zoomed in. Whether people were laughing or cheering, they were talking. The devs didn't even mention it in the patch notes, but players caught on fast. It became the most discussed part of the update. Some players called it the best change so far. Others said it was a distraction. But most agreed. It's funny, it's eye-catching, and it's kind of great. The characters feel more detailed now. Sure, it's a visual thing, but it made the game feel more polished to many fans. Now, does that mean people will keep playing just for that? Probably not. Jiggle physics might grab attention, but it won't hold it. Players need more to do, more enemies to fight, more goals to chase. And this update brought some of that too, which helped keep the momentum going. I'm just glad that it's not all bouncing boobs and asses, as Nexon did add some quality of life improvements in addition to the latest updates. We will try to discuss that all here. And at the end of the video, I would like to know about your thoughts on this latest update. Is it enough to keep you playing the game? So, there's tons of things added and improved to the game, and I would just like to be brief and give you each details of the new or improved features. First of all, the new core conversion system lets you trade 3 Stage 10 material cores for 1 target core. The cores must be different types. You do this with NPC Deslin using the Craft and Convert Cores button. Each conversion costs 50,000 gold. Inversion Reinforcement now has loadouts. You get 3 slots that reset every season. You can save loadouts as presets, but after update 1.2.18, you need to set them up again, except for levels and points. The Special Operation Hard difficulty maps changed. Resource Defense is now in Kingston. Mine Blockade moved from White Knight Gulch to the Sterile Land. The shop got some name changes for categories and subcategories. There are also new items like skin bundles, emotes, and growth bundles. The goal is to make shopping clearer and easier. The Albion Special Dispatch event started. It runs from May 22nd to June 25th, 2025. Players can log in for 28 days to earn rewards like crystallization catalysts. There are special weekly rewards too. Hotfix 1.2 Teen fixes key bugs and improves game performance. It makes gameplay smoother and more stable based on player feedback. The grappling hook now goes through other players without collision. Drop rates for modules in field missions and other modes are set to 100%. Killing key enemies in the damaged zone now spawns a reconstructed device. The Void Vessel Story Mode lowered the Vulgus level from 35 to 29 on normal difficulty. Rewards stay the same. New items include Veil Analyzer modules and Shell Crusher components. You get more decryption keys and better rewards from storage boxes. Defeating a commander on hard gives extra parts for the external component Moving Fortress. Sigma Sector missions give better rewards. Normal difficulty now adds 1,500 quantum crystals. High risk mode gives 6,000 nanocompounds and more quantum crystals. Killing a commander yields at least 10,000 quantum crystals or nanocompounds, sometimes even more. Infiltration operations now give higher level equipment on normal difficulty. Void Abyss fragments from a 400% operation rose from 40 to 150. Special operations on hard now award more quantum incubators during waves. Wave 2 gives 40, Wave 4 gives 80, Wave 6 gives 120, Wave 8 gives 200, and Wave 10 gives 400. A cap was added to Redemption's Judgment of Serena firearm damage. At 39,000 max HP, extra damage tops out at 312%. Damage over that HP also caps at 312%. Ultimate Weapons Tooltips now explain how their unique abilities calculate effects. This helps players understand their true power. Finally, new medals include the Legacy of Rayleigh medal. The Descendant Module Badge 2 got a name update. The Records Collection badge now requires 129 acquisitions instead of 130. There's a new View Medal Awards button in inventory, and medals show up on social and leaderboard screens instead of mastery rank icons. Well, that's a mouthful, but I hope that you catch all the important things on the newest update of The First Descendant. Nexon, the studio behind the free-to-play looter shooter The First Descendant, admits the game feels a bit quiet lately. The reason? The team is concentrating all their efforts on the upcoming Season 3 update. Instead of releasing smaller updates, they want to focus on delivering a bigger, polished experience. Director Min Seok-ju addressed player concerns, acknowledging that the game's slower pace might make it seem like development has stalled. Since launch, player numbers on Steam have dropped sharply, from over 260,000 at launch to around 7,500 recently. Earlier balance changes also upset some fans, contributing to the decline. However, Nexon isn't ignoring the community. While preparing for Season 3, they're still fixing bugs and making tweaks based on player feedback. Ju stresses that these smaller patches are building toward a stronger Season 3. He thanks the loyal players and promises the team is dedicated to improving the game moving forward. Finally, the developers also revealed the Season 3 update for their free-to-play co-op looter shooter, The First Descendant, coming this summer. This update, called Breakthrough, brings a vast new battlefield named Axion Plains, which was once a hopeful outpost but is now ravaged by a void storm and filled with deadly creatures and machines. Players can now use a new vehicle, the hoverbike, to speed across this huge map, with upgradable models and special boost and jump moves. The update also introduces an 8-player raid called Colossus Field Raid, featuring a giant new boss named Wall Crasher, designed to fit the scale of Axion Plains and allowing players to fight while riding hoverbikes. Additionally, Season 3 adds a social area called The Lounge, where players can customize and display their descendants, decorate with collectibles, and relax outside of combat. The story takes a major turn with the return of the character Carol and highlights a romantic subplot between Enzo and Nell. Nell, previously an NPC, becomes playable with unique telekinetic abilities and aggressive combat skills. The update also brings new weapons, swords, which can be used alongside guns and come in various styles, including a quick dash attack and future additions like greatswords and lightsaber-like blades. On the character front, a new ultimate ability for Luna will debut, with further upgrades and another character, Ultimate Yujin, planned for later episodes of Season 3. A special crossover with Square Enix's Nier Automata was announced as well, focused mainly on cosmetic items like character outfits, including different versions of 2B and A2, rather than gameplay content. This marks the First Descendant's first official collaboration with another intellectual property, with more partnerships expected in the future. Now, let me ask you again, are these enough to keep the game afloat? Is the Season 3 update interesting for you? Let me know in the comment section below,